What's up guys, it's Paul from Boosted Films coming at you with another video. Just wanted to give you guys a little more information about what you're about to watch. So Andy Schmedegar rebuilt my transmission and put in the straight cut fourth. We weren't able to document the entire process, but I'm very happy that he was able to throw this video together for me and my viewers so that we could learn a little bit about the process, about what he did with my transmission. So I'm just gonna turn it over to him so you can hear him talk a little bit about what he did inside my transmission.
Alright, just a quick demonstration showing you the straight cut fourth. This is a synchroed straight cut fourth from Ron at RS Motors. Going in Boosted Films transmission. We also had, actually the main reason for taking the trans apart was the 5th gear grind. And to cure that, we put a new synchro on and a new slider. Gear looks okay, so should take care of that issue. And then while the trans was apart, Paul opted for the straight cut fourth, which also has a 1-0 gear ratio, so he'll get a little more mile an hour out of the quarter, along with having a pretty much indestructible fourth. We've had issues with the stock fourths, shearing off all the teeth, doing a lot of road course stuff, even at stock power levels, or I should say stock turbo power levels, like 400 horse. Seems to be more of the really fast spooling turbos with that really quick torque ramp that can really kill these gears. So that's why there's the fourth straight cut, which still utilizes a synchro, so you can still drive it just like a normal trans. You will get a slight whine when you're in 4th gear, but it's not that bad. If you're complaining about noises in an EVO, you probably shouldn't own an EVO. Sorry I didn't take video of the full process of pressing out the gears or anything like that. It's pretty basic. It's nothing nothing too fun. If you've seen anyone press anything before, it's just a matter of on this input shaft, you take out this little clip here, this little C clip. Take that out. You'll press this bearing off. Then there's this little clip which has kind of keeps the two moons together. There's a little moon thing in there that holds the gear in place. Once that's off, typically these can just slide out pretty easily. You don't have to even press them out. So this will come off. This is the 5th gear input shaft side. Then our straight cut fourth, the synchroed side. We also put a Synchrotech carbon synchro in there. This is the single synchro version of the straight cut fourth. There is some double synchro conversions. You do need to modify the hub. The hub is this piece right here. Hub is what the slider is sliding over. So that needs machining if you're going to go to the double synchroed fourth. If you do a lot of road course stuff, quite often you'll probably want to get that double synchroed fourth. Fourth is a very heavily used gear on road course stuff in a EVO trans, especially if you're on the stock final drive. If you do the 411 final drive or something, you'll be using third a little bit more often, maybe even second depending on the course. But yeah, once the stuff's pressed off, it's just a matter of kind of sliding the new ones on. You want to go through and clean everything up. There's an oil hole that goes down the shaft, and there's little holes all along inside the shaft that spits out oil. There's bearings inside there. Try to clean all that stuff up. Get any the oil kind of turns into a gooey fluid over time. So clean that up, otherwise you will could be killing some bearings in there, and then eventually excessive synchro wear because the synchro is not getting enough fluid and generates too much heat and wears out. The other side of the output shaft side of the straight cut fourth, again, there's a little C clip there. Pull that off. You'll press this bearing off. This is the reverse. That will slide out. There's a little bearing in there. Reverse synchro. This is the slider that can come off with the hub, and then this gear will pretty much fall right off. And you might have to press this one off. Sometimes they do come off pretty easy, which is kind of, I don't know, luck. But press it off, and then do the exact same thing, reverse order, press it all back in. That's pretty much the short of installing straight cut fourth and new synchro fifth. We didn't have any transmission bearing issues or anything. Putting it all back in with the same bearings, the same shims and everything. So we do safety wire these. Every once in a while, you'll start seeing them push out, and if the actual pin falls out, you can select multiple gears at once, which never leads to anything good. So usually safety wire those in. Takes them about an extra 2 minutes. But I'm gonna slap her all back together, and here's the other case. Slap her back together, and then Paul should get it back in the car and be good to go. Again, the straight cuts gears are from Ron at RS Motors. If you want some, I believe he's got several sets, at least for now. Last time they went pretty quick, so get them while they're hot.